everybody. Jay again for the G.B.B. and Manchester United have their third win of the season, beating Watford 2-1 at Watford's home ground. Good performance. I'm joined as well by Shans. Shans, what up?
How's it going?
Sound like you got a bit of pep in your step there, Shans.
It's great to have that win, let me tell you.
Yep. Manchester United played very well. Very well. And going up against a team that, as we said, are 4 from 4, that was the type of result that we really needed. And I think that's going to boost a lot of confidence within the club, within the supporter base, and definitely between the players and the manager. It sort of looks like they are playing for him now. I don't know what's changed, or whether that was all just media talk and all the rest of it, and the team's beginning to click in the season. Either way, it's good signs. And the fact that we're getting back on track is fantastic. Lukaku scoring another goal, even though he pretty much just shepherded it in from Lingard's cross, and then Smalling with an absolute striker's goal off his chest and absolutely volleying the daylight out of it was fantastic. New hairstyle, new Smalling. What do you reckon, Chance?
Oh, you need to keep the dreads, even if we must get the boy some extensions. You need to keep.
He's gonna get some of these, man.
Mojo.
Yeah,
absolutely. There's absolutely no reason he can't be a goal-scoring defender. So it's just if he can push up the field like he showed in this game, stand over the ball and get some headers in, more the merrier.
Yeah.
Fantastic game on the whole. De Gea played absolutely out of his skin, especially in those last few minutes. And it's good to see that he hasn't been affected by dips in form.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's getting his form back from last season. Because, I mean, in the last game didn't concede a goal. In this game, conceded, but that last effort to save was fantastic. It was very reminiscent of the reaction that he's had in last season when we really needed him, and shows the reason why he was our player of the year quite a few years consecutively. Even though you don't want your goalkeeper to be the best player on the park, it helps when you've got somebody of that quality. I think Pogba had a good game. I think Lukaku definitely had a good game. We had 3 or 4 opportunities within the first 10 minutes. Just not finding the back of the goal often enough. But obviously, the goals that he does score are going to be crucial. And it's 7 in 7 for Lukaku, which is fantastic, because it means that he's getting back into form and he's finding what it is that he needs out of the game to get a result. I think we were very attacking in that first half, and we played well in the second half to obviously null the effects of Watford coming forward, which they were really pushing in that second half to try and overturn the deficit. But Manchester United played very well. Our defenders were on point. I think there was a couple of opportunities where Valencia got in the cross, Ashley Young got in the cross, but still the quality of our crossing options are not great. I think Young swung one too wide in the early minutes of the first half. Then Valencia the other way, and there was an opportunity where Lingard was making a run and Lukaku was sort of tracking on the inside of him and didn't see that he was actually almost in on goal and cut the ball off, but they shifted it back out to the left-hand side and Young got that cross in, but he didn't get it, sweetly, and it sort of trickled to Ben Foster, the goalkeeper. I think opportunities like that, when they present themselves, we need to be able to take them. And we need the guys that end up on the wings, that end up wide, to be able to deliver those balls in, because we know that Lukaku is a threat. Obviously, having started Fellaini, there's always going to be that option to obviously utilize him with a ball over the top. But look, Smalling comes out and shows that he has got obviously the physical presence to be able to dominate a defender. and brings the ball down on his chest and turns and absolutely strikes it beautifully. I remember thinking that's the sort of goal that you should be seeing from Lukaku or Pogba. Just the way he dominated the defender, brought the ball down perfectly, controlled it, and then took the shot. Fantastic. And I mean, everyone got around him. All the boys came running. The defenders came from fullback even to, jump on him because, it's probably a big moment for him as well. Because, yes, he has scored a couple of goals for us in the past. But I think that one will mean a lot, being that Watford were undefeated up until this point, and we sort of stopped that run. Liverpool went on to have their 5th win of the season, and there's always going to be the comparisons between Mourinho and Klopp and United and Liverpool. So them going ahead and getting the win obviously put pressure on us to have to deliver in this game, and we did, thankfully. Shan, from the opposition, the guys that we spoke about before in the preview, do you think they lived up to the billing?
I think so. I think Holebas was always a threat. Pereira constantly cutting forward and making problems for us. So really, it was a tight game, especially when it come down to that last 15 minutes. They had us well under pressure and were constantly coming at us. We sort of had to go into defensive mode. Thankfully, here with these cat-like reflexes sort of saved us there. But it was always going to be a tough game, and thankfully we come away with the win.
Yeah, and obviously Gray was obviously a threat. A lot of the time, Ben Foster was playing that long ball to the forwards, trying to get them to bring it down and then building from there. Gray was a threat, definitely, as well as Troy Deeney, who is sort of like the spiritual leader for Watford. He really gets the guys into it and going and really revs them up when it needs to be done. But Pereira, I think he's a quality player because he's just got that calmness when he's on the ball. He'll take off and use his speed when he needs to, but he'll also hold up the play and sort of let people get into positions, and his pass accuracy is pretty good as well. In the pick the 11s, Shans, I think you saw a couple of your choices didn't come off, a couple of mine didn't come off as well. But in saying that, checking the starting 11 lineup, given the players that I selected and Mourinho put out, I picked another 9 this time, and Shan picked 7. So I pull ahead another 2 points. Let's see if the boy can catch me. Our score predictions, obviously, I had the 2-0 loss for United. Thankfully, didn't come off. Shan's had a 1-0 win for United. The game came down to 2-1. So no one gets any points there. But, the most important thing is the 3 points. United get that. And we can kick on. We can try and build from this. And, the supporter base should feel a bit more confident that things are starting to settle. Whatever it was that was going on between Mourinho and Pogba and all the rest of it is sort of settling down. Obviously, we can't say that categorically because there's, still an opportunity that some guys could leave, and there's still a lot of chatter going around about Pogba and a possible move. But look, positivity being there, getting the win, and it feels a lot better than it was a couple of weeks ago. So guys, thanks for joining us again. As we say always, please comment, subscribe, like, share, and follow. Shams, thanks for joining me for this one. And guys, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us. Shot.